You've been seeing tears fall out my eyes and everything, and it's not sad tears, it's happy tears. And as I look across and I see so many of you who I know your story, it only gives me glory and happiness that we are surviving. Not only are we surviving, but we're striving. And we are going to make this a real thing. No more HIV. Yeah, I know it seems skeptical, but listen to this. All of us who work in HIV in the field, I'm going to tell you something. Our job and our goal should be to work ourselves out of a job.
Yes. Yes.
And that is how we see it today. Because today, people are living. People are not only just existing, but they are living. My brother getting ready to get his doctorate degree. My sister, I watched her when she had her baby, and I've seen her baby grow. And I can say, I know what her story is when she says her baby saved her life. I know what that's about. Now, when I want to talk about me, see, for all my life, from the age of 11 until I turned 40, I lived every day as I was going to die. See, I have something called Marfan syndrome. And Marfan syndrome, when I was diagnosed, I was told, and my mother, he's going to live, but he won't live past 30. He's going to be okay, but he's going to have some complications in those 30 years of life. And I lived every single day risky. Like, I'm blessed by God, so I can do whatever I want. Believe this.
Yes.
But guess what? It was only until the doctor said to me, and my daughter was with me, and I want to thank them because they support me like nothing. I mean, they are the wind beneath my wings. But what that doctor said, he said, you are living with HIV. That was the first time I heard that I'm living. And then I started to do just that, to live. And I always say to people, HIV changed my life. You know, as my sister said, it was hard for me to come and tell them I was HIV positive. But it became easier and easier and easier and easier as I began to receive the support and love and no condemnation and no damning. And it overwhelms me to watch people, and I can call names out like Bruce and Frankie and Janet, and I just can keep calling you all because you all have become family to me, to help me to do what it is that I do. Now, as I say that, I've got Frank. Come on, Frank. I've got Kathleen. Come on. I got Tanya. Y'all come on up here. Somehow we're going to. Because the most amazing thing here today is the stories. My brother touched on love, and I believe in this. Every time I see somebody, I say, I love you. Whether they say I love you back or whatnot, I truly love you. I said to my sister, she don't even know I know her and how I know her, but I love her. See, it's the love that is connected. Now, I'm not going to talk about just us who are dealing with this thing, but it's people like Karen and Ed and Terry and Lucy and Emeritus and all of you all who have been the support to us, to make us happy, to make us live a quality life. And I said make us, because a lot of us came into this thing and we felt like we didn't have life no more. Life would never be what it was. But guess what? That's true. Because since I've hooked up with this family, my life has not been the same. And now we're going to get a little bit from the three of them as they tell their story. And I want you to do this. Listen. Because what they're going to say is going to be something that you can carry out there in the streets to make a difference. So today we have Tanya Williams.
Hey, Tanya.
And she's going to be sharing a poem on the PTSD and multiple disorders in the Afro-American community.
Yes.
Tanya is also involved in our Planet Council. And let me just say this. For all of you that don't know where to fit in to make a difference, Planet Council can be one start. Because I guarantee you, and it's like walking on a planet that you've never been in before, and it's like talking a language that you've never heard before. But eventually, your voice will make a difference.
Yes.
Because it'll be heard in a place that makes a difference. Okay, and we have Kathleen Donahue. And this gorgeous woman don't have a problem with me saying that she is 66 years old. And exactly half of her life, 33 years,
Wow. 33.
she's been HIV positive. So she's going to talk about, you know, her survivor as a mother of one. She will be sharing a portion of her story. And we're going to do this again. Listen. Okay? And then Frank. Now, I got a personal story with Frank. Because Frank is the man. Every bit of information you need that's going around in town. Anytime somebody is giving away something or handing out something and we need to know about it, Frank is the one. And when I first came into Hyacinth,
To know. Yes.
2006,
Crazy.
it was people I looked at like Frank because of his dedication that made a difference. So Frank will be sharing with you his story about HIV, and anybody that knows Frank will know this. Should I say it?
Go ahead.
Yes.
He gonna keep it real with you. Like you, love you, not, he's gonna keep it real with you. Okay, so if we start with Tanya, please, and she can start with her, that's good, thanks.
You good?
And then after Tanya, we're gonna do Kathleen, and then after Kathleen, Frank. Okay? Now, please listen to these stories. They're important.
First of all, I'd like to thank Michael Hager for giving me a platform to speak.
Yes.
Second of all, I'd like to thank the women of Dear Rosa, because these women have inspired me to basically share my voice and my story. Third of all, I'd like to thank Hyacinth. I've been going to Hyacinth for a long time, and I've been in this field forever. Long as me and Roseanne been like I've been in this field forever. So my piece is on PTSD, and multiple disorders in the African American community. This is dear to me. And dealing with the women, talking with the women, and their roles that they inspired me, they lit a flame in me to basically talk about this, because nobody really talks about this. PTSD. Researchers believe that racial trauma is one of the reasons Black people in some communities have a higher rate of PTSD. 87% compared to white people, 7.4. Compared to their white counterparts, African Americans are generally a higher risk for heart disease, stroke, cancer, asthma, influenza, pneumonia, diabetes, and HIV. According to the Office of Minority Health, part of the Department of Health and Human Services. What race is schizophrenia most common in? Numerous studies over decades have shown that Black Americans are diagnosed at a higher rate of schizophrenia than white Americans.